Hey, so you've got a Dynalite system and you want to add it to Home Assistant. It's actually simpler than it seems. If you have your IP address of an Ethernet gateway already set up, then you can skip ahead. But otherwise, I'll go through some different options that you can do to get it integrated. So you firstly need an Ethernet gateway, so you can do a PDEB or PDEG. I've written up a little guide here going through the different options. So if you have one of these Ethernet gateways, you can add it in quite easily. Otherwise, there's a huge discussion about it on the Home Assistant forum. I've linked here. As you can see, different people have integrated different versions. I'll just pull up one so you can have a good read through. As an example here, you can get this one. So it's quite inexpensive, $22 Australian. It's got a DIN rail. You add in the different options. Otherwise, you can just get the PDEB, which is a little bit more expensive, but you can sometimes find them on eBay as an example. But hopefully you've already got one. So once you've got one set up, say for example a PDEB, you can add it into the Dynalite software. I've got a video on how to download and install it and how to add your different devices. But as an example for PDEB, you would go to connection settings, config, and then you'd refresh to find it. And once it shows up, you would then select it and go OK. I'm going to click no because I've already connected, but you then click up here and click connect. Then from there you go to ports tab. You can see the host name, whether it's a static or dynamic IP address, so you can set the settings there. Then you also want to set under also under ports, I believe, if we select it. Yep, we've got port type, so there's different protocols. They got Dynet 1, Dynet 2, etc. But definitely do Dynet 1. That's the only supported one at the moment in Home Assistant integration. So once you've done that, you then right click on your PDEB, then you go save to device, and you save modified data, okay, and then it pushes that data. It takes a little bit. You can also pull that information, so if you've only just added it, you can go load from device and then okay, and then it pulls in pre-configured information. So all of these Dynalite devices, they have internal memory, so when the integrator has set it up, it's got a bunch of different information. So as an example, I've loaded up these different ones. So to load them up, referring to my blog again, you can click on the little service button. If you press on that, and then you can go, insert devices from network. You'll pop up. Make sure you have it on the right discovery mode. You add it in, and then from there it gives you different clues. So you can see here on outputs, I've got west wall wash downlight, area 3, channel 25. This one's area 4, channel 26. I know my different lights will start from those areas. It may not list everything, it may not find everything, but it gives you a good idea on your different channels. So from there, we want to then go into Home Assistant and add it all in. So let me see here. So we've got so I've already added one in here. You essentially go to your settings in Home Assistant, devices, and then you can go add Dynalite, if I spell that right. Yeah, Philips Dynalite, and then you'll put it in the IP address of your device. So if you're using an official one, you can get it from the system builder or from looking through your router, or if you get one of these other third-party cheaper ones, you can just find out the IP address when you set it up. And then if it's the official Dynalite one, it's port 50,000. So you add that all in, and then it should discover it. And then by default, it won't show anything. But under global settings, you can then enable auto discovery. And then you just simply press a button or interface with your different devices, and it should start discovering them. I found that didn't always work perfectly for me. So I went through and added them in manually. So I defined a new area. So I started out with area 1. That was the only area I really needed. Called it auditorium, area behavior manual. Depends if you've got lights or aircon or covers, etc. fade time, so you kind of just play around. We've got these switches on a wall you can press, and that's like presets. So I found 2 was medium, 3 was low, and then turning it on and off was preset 1 and off. And then area specific channels I went through, and you know, process of elimination, you kind of go through, you can delete them afterwards. Whether you need a fade time, what entity, whether it's a light or a switch. So you get your different clues from your Dynalite software to figure out what kind of channel number it is. But for me the areas didn't matter too much. I just needed the channel number, and then it populates them all, and you will then find them. If I go back, you'll see them here. So east center fluoro, and then I can turn the fluoro on and off, and then you just design a nice little home page, little love base page. So you got all your little lights here, you can fade up and down, and the presets and the fluoros. So works super nice, much simpler than any other options available out there, especially for the price of being so cheap. So that's the basics of how to add Dynalite to Home Assistant. Thank you.